So hey guys, hello and welcome. In the part 1 we talk about the overview of Python. We talk about the history, so who invented, and we talk about the Guido van Rossum, and some basic features like it is easy to learn, easy to read, maintenance, everything scalable, and it's a interpreted language and interactive, object oriented, and very ideal for beginners. So it is quite simple English, you can say. So now we will move to the part 2. So here we will talk about the first Python program. So let us execute the program in different mode of programming. So first is the interactive mode. So interactive mode, and in this interactive mode, so invoking the interpreters without passing a script file as a parameter and bring up the following prompt. So we first write a Python code. First we call the Python the module, and then we say type help and copyright and credits or license for more information. So this type of the following text at the Python prompter are press and enter. So first you open the prompt, that Python prompt. Now press enter and print hello world Python and type this one. So you write print print, then double inverted comma, whatever you want to print, hello Python. This is your first code, and double inverted comma, close. Now this is the programming code that will run. Okay. What's wrong with this eraser? No. Okay, let's not move into that. So first is, you will see that we can pass the, let us try another way to execute the Python script. So here is the modified test.py file. So here is the print. So you call first user bin, then you set the directory Python, and now print hello world, hello Python. So as we assume that you have Python interpreter available in user bin directory. Now try to run this program as follow. So chmod plus xtest.py. This is the make file executable. Now test.py. So you write the program code and then you execute it, and you will get the hello world, again the output. Now Python identifier. So a Python identifier is a name used to identify variable functions, class, modules, or other objects. An identifier start with the letter A to Z, and also from small a to z, and or an underscore, also an underscore like a underscore b, then followed by the 0 or more letters, underscores, and digit 0 to 9. So this is the identifier. So Python does not allow punctuations characters, such as it does not allow the asterisk mark, at the rate, or dollar sign, okay, or percentage within identifier. So this you can't use as an identifier. We will tell you what identifier is, and also we will talk about the reserved words that is followed by this. So the two different identifier in Python, you'll see here, this is very much case oriented. So manpower have a one is a, you see that there's the manpower and manpower. One is the capital man M, another one is a small m. So those are the two different identifier because of the different letters. Okay. Now here a name covering of a Python identifier. Class names start with an upper letter, and all other identifier are start with the lowercase letter. Starting an identifier with a single leading underscore indicates that the identifier is private. Starting an identifier with two leading underscores indicate if it start with the, for example, MAN power starting with one underscore, it is mean is a private, and if it is a starting with a two underscore, leading underscore indicate a strongly private identifier. So if the identifier also ends with the two tailing underscore, for example again 1 or 2, so the identifier is a language defined special name. Okay, you got it. Now we'll learn why we are using this. So it is okay if you don't understand. Reserve words. So the following list shows the Python keywords, and those are reserved keywords, so you can't use them as a constant or a variable or any other identifier names. All the Python keywords contain lower cases, letters only. Here you see and, or, not. Okay, then we have print. You can't use print. Where is print? So then also print, print, then if, else, if, then while, with, 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 then return, then for loop, while loop, for loop I told na. Then if we already mentioned, then in, is, okay, and for and from also. Then we have classes, CL adults class, continue, then define, DF, define, and then else, if else हो गया, then except, 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 define and delete, DEL, del, continue, break also another defined reserved word, break, and finally, okay, pass and raise, okay, try, import, global, while, with, yield, 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 lambda, LAMBDA, lambda. So those are the reserved keywords you see here, and it is as mentioned in the boxes. So Python provide one braces to indicate block of codes for a class and the functions identify or follow controls. So blocks of codes are denoted by the linear intentional, which is regardless enforced. The number of spaces in the intentional is variable, but all statements within the block must be identified the same amount. For example, if one code is written here, if truth, TRU, true, print truth or true, print true, else print false. If true, print true, else false. So however, the following blocks generated an error. So if true, print answer, print true, else print answer, and print false. So this Python is all the continuous line identified with the same number of spaces would form a block. So the following example has various statement blocks. Now do not try to understand the logic of the at this time. So just make sure you understood all various blocks even if they are without brushes. You see there are different blocks. First they try import sys, then try and open file systems and block, again another block. You see some blocks is there, right? So multiple line statements. So statements in a Python typically end with a new line, and Python does however allow the user of the line continuations character to denote it that the line should continue. For example, total equals to item, total equals to item 1 plus 1 new line, item underscore 2 plus new line, item underscore 3. So statement contain within the third bracket, second bracket and first brackets. So do not need to use the line continuations character. For example, days: Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So quotation in Python accept, you see, quotations in Python accepts single quote, double quote and triple quote to denote a string literally. Strings. So we'll talk about what is string, why this is we are talking about. So be patient, have patience, and just go through with me, and I'm pretty sure you will understand at the end of this. So as long as the same type of quotes start with the ends the string. The triple quotes are used to span the string across multiple lines. String, we said, string that we define the, for example, give them a string. For example, all the following are legal. Word equals to double first quote. Word is a string. We assign a value. This is the assign and then word. Then again we can use double quote, single quote, and also triple quote made up of multiple lines and sentences. So comments in Python. So if you want a comment, so we use hashtag. So hash sign that is not inside the string literal and becomes a comment. So all characters after the end of and up to the end of the physical line are the part of the comment, and the Python interpreters ignore them. So Python will ignore them. For example, if you write this, you see the programming code here. So hashtag first comment. Okay, so this comment will ignore, this line will be ignored by the Python interpreter, and he will execute the next one. Next one is print hello world. Okay, and again you use another comment, that is second comment. Okay, so this is also the interpreter will not execute. Interpreter will only execute this one. So if you use hash sign and also end of this also hash, same way it will neglect totally. Okay, this is a comment, this is a comment 2, this is comment 2. I said that already. This is multi-line comment. Again, if you want a multi-line comment, so what you use a triple inverted comma. Okay, triple quote. So you write something, and then at the end you put start with the triple quote and end with the triple quote. It is a multi-line comment. So first is single line comment, this is a single line comment, and this is a multi-line comment. And using blank line. So a line contain only white space, possibly with a comment, is also as a blank line, and Python totally ignore white spaces. So in an interactive interpreter sessions, you must enter an empty physical line to determine a multiple statement waiting for the users. So the following line of the program display the prompt, the statement saying press the enter key to exit and wait for the users to take actions. Multiple statement on a single line. So the semicolon allow multiple statements on the single line, give that neither statement start a new code block. Here is a sample snip using the semicolon. Import says foo since shut out write x. Multiple statement group as suite. A group of individual statements which make a single code blocks are called suites in Python. So compound or complex statements such as if, while, define and class require a head lines and a suite. So headers line begin the statements with the keywords for terminated with a colon and are followed by one or more which make. Okay, so this is a multiple statement group of suite and comment line argument. So this is a comment line argument, you see. Some basic information about how they should be run. Python enable you to do this with h underscore. You can also program your script in such a way that it should accept various options. Command line argument in an advanced topics should be suited a bit later once you have go through the rest of the Python concepts. So thanks for watching and